Radio UK, we are number one entity. Saturday showbiz with DJ Araanaa, we are number one. Araanaa, Obaba Onyumpa. Araanaa, Awanyum Araanaa, DJ Araanaa.
Yes, man, you're tuned into Saturday Showbiz by DJ Araanaa on Hits Africa Radio UK. This and every Saturday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. UK time. You can watch it live on Facebook, Hits Africa TV. Yes, sir.
Araanaa, we are number one. Araanaa, Obaba Onyumpa. Araanaa, Awanyum Araanaa, DJ Araanaa. Same one, Jimmy J, Araanaa, Yanko, Ben Kanye.
Jimmy J, the producer.
Tie nyuma. Tie DJs. Yanu me. DJ ba kupene bonyum mane kama koma. Anone. Araanaa, DJ Araanaa. Tie kasanu me wori asiafana nyina. Kasanu ba kupe. Ne bonyum mane kama koma. Hit Africa Radio UK, we are number one entity. Saturday showbiz with DJ Araanaa, we are number one. Araanaa, Obaba Onyumpa. Araanaa, Awanyum Araanaa, DJ Araanaa.
Yes, man, you're tuned into Saturday Showbiz by DJ Araanaa on Hits Africa Radio UK. This and every Saturday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. UK time. You can watch it live on Facebook, Hits Africa TV. Yes, sir.
Araanaa, we are number one. Araanaa, Obaba Onyumpa. Araanaa, Awanyum Araanaa, DJ Araanaa. Same one, Jimmy J, Araanaa, Yanko, Ben Kanye. Okolukanga izamba nyonso na mchana ai temisile
Good evening, good afternoon to everyone. I've got a special guest for you people. His name is KMJ, the royal host of Joy Prime. You know how we do it.
Cantam Cassia disase. In your dawning blue. Mido yasia humatie. Oh, nana nyamia shemeso. Where miso media mamia. Oh, 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 baby, ni mo baby. Now, Brazilian in the meeting is swam, sorry. Ooh, we groove, I don't want no misery. Come here, come here. Ooh, we groove, I don't want night in Nantia. Come here. Me the sick petty and the Bible science, yes, baby, I met you, dear map. I feel a mania, dear Macume, she share. Quite was him to make consona, dear.
I'm still waiting for my guest.
Yes, from Cobra. Well. I hear that sing, it's a train war. Itiana, me baby, I jojo man. Ooh, groove, do when you run, the bomb and run it. Come here. Ooh, groove. Bubenia metin nasir kubie
Enjoy some music from Kojo Entry.
Cry, me deep in me, although you, my aminayo. Oh, yeah, me dish, ya, me, ni one grunty, media, henny, man, never cushiano, although you in nature, bosia, although my aminayo. I no so baby. Other way my way when you say they are crouching from they are crouching from a wall. My wretched chief way. Rabbe kuma come here. Na kuma kasa. You tell me kuma. Mother, for a word they come on way. So die power. You radio was a man and new mother. I could come more young and sorry you. Assassin was so point to you. Oh, people putting my in way. And yet they want to change it. I could come more young and sorry you. I am a Kumamudishi. Fanyum ka crisis we. Nama minu mienu ni asa boni akasa. Shremedia upe odo ye mami nyama wo. Odo tu wase na misi unse wana me wada. Uni message ready. Shiyego misu meni cherry oh, I could come moya. Minyantaba, anka metuma kodonchi. Na want him yo. Minyantaba, anka metu ti se abrom no ma. Metuma kodonchi. Obahima, onu no ni ma grodi. Open friend of my mio. Obaima ono nim dia makoma pe. Be friend of my meal. Minyantaba come to my kodonchi. Now what do you? Minyantaba come to say abrono ma. Me to my kodonchi.
I am still waiting for my guest. So for now, enjoy some music from Kojo Entry.
Minyantaba anga metu akodonje la wantimi o Minyantaba anga metu tisano mapetu bre metu makodonje oh oye kuma kono ai oye mama Daniel hey Apwa oh how want to buy na so to uncle suro I'm coming to my country oh yeah dambo I to my country me sense is a baby I come through more oh mama me yeah kwa akonkwe yeye oh ajidebio na makamase akonkwe yeye oh ajidebio na makamase Akwankwana mikana seni Akwankwana miyende Ebuwo neme seme kuma kromo Bobobo sena matu opetitu Akwankwana mikana seni Akwankwana miyende Ebuo name is a kuma kromo Bobo sena matu opetitu Amanio Baby you did to cry another Amanio I went to a mama Danny so soon Minion intimidimitie pimpimo Minam sazana so minim baby amekwa Mananti na so minu baby amekwa Na senyami amwa na mikoto ngrani mwa Bobo na miyende Akwankwa na mikana senia Akwankwa na miyende o Ebuo, temi sema kuma kromo. Bobo sena matu tetetu. Akwankwana mikana seni. Akwankwana miyena teni. Ebuo, temi sema kuma kromo. Bobo sena matu tetetu. I matu tetetu. Abakwengonuza nago kana senior na yemisa enemi kwamberam mitwabo bazo nakabagugo I mi mami aboko akwangwana mikana seni akwangwana miena teni ebuo nemiseme kuma kromo Bobo sena matu petetu. Enti minyantaba anka metu makodonche. Na wadi miyo. Minyantaba anka metu tisanu makodie. Metu makodonche. Metu makodonche. Metu makodonche. Metu makodonche. Metu makodonche. Oh baby, no I am real. Manu diani shade you are. I reach free away, free only power. I'm afraid that your job a better meaning or don't go. Yeah, better. See your myself, let me go on. Let me go on there. Let me go on there. Hey, I want to meet you all the time. Let me go on there. Let me go on there. Let me go on there all the time. Let me go on there. Let me go on there.
hear me now?
Yeah.
Hello? I KMJ, can you hear me now?
I can hear you. I don't know if you can hear me.
How have you been?
Can you hear me?
It looks like I can hear you.
Okay, let me check the microphone and see. The mic is also on. It's not on mute too. Wow.
I hope you can hear me. But it's rather unfortunate I can't hear you. So I don't know where
That's
that
what
is
I'm
coming from.
that's what I'm trying to find out if it's the mute or something because okay. Oh, really?
Hello?
I can hear you. I don't know if you can hear me.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
But it's rather unfortunate I can't hear you.
But you're very loud here. I don't know. It's not the mic. The
Is all your
microphone is
volume
also.
on?
Yeah. Oh boy. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
The mic is not too loud, isn't it?
Yours is very loud. I can hear you very loud. I don't know about mine. Uh,
My one is okay. I think it's coming from your hand.
so what am I supposed to do? I don't know used to this. Okay. So a way out because not used this before. Oh no.
Do you have any earpiece or that you can use?
Uh,
Daddy anume, beji mi lete commando. Daddy anume, Daddy anume, beji mi lete commando. Daddy anume, odo koyanchu, many jinawo. Say, Jammy way, and Bimbi, and Leo soon wanna kill. Happy wo, don't be bad opinion.
hello.
Oh, no, who be bad opinion.
Hello. Can you hear me? Oh no.
It looks like Facebook people can hear you, but I can't hear you.
That's the point. Because I can hear you
Anyway,
very loud.
you can hear me loud and clear, but I can't hear you on the
Very.
studio.
Oh no. Because I've checked the microphone, everything is working. Wow.
Um, let me take you off and then bring you back on again.
Okay. Okay,
Okay,
let's
thank
try.
you. Sorry about that.
Oh, yes, if you want, I can do it now. What time do you want me to book him for?
I have to be there by 11. So don't calculate the time of visual and will move because I don't know the place.
Okay, send the address to me with the check and
Yeah, maybe interview to do yeah. Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Hello? You're gone now. I can't hear you again.
commando. Daddy no me. Daddy no me. Beji me let commando. Daddy no me. Odo koya chu. Many jina wo. Jami way, I think be, and Leo soon wanna feel happy. Don't be
Hi.
bad up in here.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, no, who be bad up in here?
I'm ready now.
This way we are.
Hello.
Yep.
Sorry about the problem, but I hope you can hear me loud and clear now.
Yeah, that's if you can hear me too. Can you hear
Anyway,
me?
how is London treating you?
Okay, so I get this a lot. I think it's probably my seventh time in London right now. So uh just same, the same old same. Trying to get used to how life is here and just keep it going. So not bad.
Okay.
Just the cold, but I mean the cold is always gonna be there.
Oh, okay. So have you missed Ghana then?
Um maybe I missed my my job,
Don't tell me you miss your
maybe.
job.
Yeah, maybe I missed the job, but Ghana as in the Ghana itself, I don't think I'm missing it that much because really it wasn't better before I left. So
Sikampedede, isn't it?
yeah, it wasn't better before I left. So I'm not missing the nation itself, but maybe I miss my job and I miss some very, wonderful friends around me, basically, and maybe family. Yeah.
So what have you been doing today? It looks like you are relaxing in bed. Are you
And I
feeling are you
stepped.
feeling cold?
I don't like cold. First of all, I've never liked cold, so I've never stayed in any place that is cold for more than 3 weeks. The maximum I'll do is 3 weeks. Next thing I'm out. I don't like cold naturally, but yeah, I mean, if it comes with a job, you have to do what you have to do. So I'm just trying as much as possible to deal with it. Still endure and just keep it going. I was out a couple of hours ago. I came back for the interview. I had to just come back home. I've got an event that I have to attend tonight, the
Yeah,
Dave
I've seen
Chappelle
this
show.
nice, yeah.
Yeah, so I have to just come through and have a chat with you, and then later I make my way to just laugh a bit. So yeah, I mean, I'm glad that I'm here and thanks for having me on the show, by the way.
It's nice having you on my show as well because it's not easy to come by a joy host for me to interview you. It's not easy. So I really
For me,
appreciate it.
when it comes to me, it's easy. Call me anytime. Call me anytime. When it comes to me, it's easy. I mean, I it's just supposed to be like that. Let's have a show and let's talk. It's easy access. Sometimes you want to look at it from a different angle and say, okay, you don't want to be easily accessible and all of that. But I mean, at the end of the day, what's the point, basically? So, I mean, it's an honor for me to be on the show, by the way. So yeah, that's what it is.
Anyway, let me start by asking. Maybe I might know a little bit about you, but my viewers, my listeners, doesn't know anything about you. So, who is KMG, the royal host, Joy Prime TV?
Oh man. That's $1 million question, but I think I'm one of the easiest guy you can be around with. I'm one of the coolest guys I've ever known myself to be. I always tell myself that I am no better than any other person. I'm no different human being than any other person. It's just by the grace of God that I've been given a certain privilege to occupy a certain position that makes it look like I am different or I'm superhuman or whatever it is. But when it comes to me, I don't see myself like that. I'm just one of those ordinary people living their lives and getting on with their works and doing what they love. I happen to have found what I love, which is radio and TV, and by virtue of that, it makes me, you know, um, looked at in a certain way. But for me, that's what it is. So I'm just the regular radio TV presenter. An event MC. You know, I do voice of verse basically. For brands. I also do a bit of acting as and when it comes. And I'm just like that simple guy, enjoying life until I die.
So let me talk a little bit about your family. How many are you in the family,
Oh
and where? I know you come from Ghana,
man,
but which part of Ghana do you come from?
my goodness. I don't know. There's too little about my family on the internet because I try not to bring them in things that has to do with the media. But I mean,
Yeah,
for the purposes of this, I come from a family of five. We're five siblings. My mom and dad passed on in 2020. They
yeah.
both
Maybe
died in
sorry.
2020.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. And I'm from the Volta region and Clever, which of
If
course
where?
medical.
That's the only
Don't
thing I understand anyway.
don't
So
ask don't ask me
I won't go
more.
there. I won't go there. So
Thank
don't
you.
worry. I won't go there.
Because I'm gonna disappoint you big time. So yeah, it's okay. I mean, I'm a proud Voltarian, even though I can speak the language, which of course I put a little blame on myself and my parents, because they didn't help. I speak impeccable Fanti because I was born in a Fanti land. Yes. So I've got three siblings, like I said, five siblings, like I said, with three boys, two girls. I'm the last
Which number
but
are you?
yeah, I'm last but one. So we have
Oh,
our last one who's a terrier. I'm a twin, so I have a twin brother who's also in the
oh,
media space. Yes,
wow.
KCJ. He's also doing very well in the media space, but yeah. So we have a bigger brother, a bigger sister, and our last born who is a terrier. So if you divide the two of us, you get five, but if you put the two of us together, you get four.
Four.
So basically, yeah, I have a very small family. Extended, yes, but I mean we're a very small family. So yeah, that's my family.
Yeah, so your education background, where
Yeah.
did you start your primary school up to all the way to, if you've been to uni as well, all the way to uni?
Okay, so my dad was into quality control. That's Cocoa Board. So we had a lot of transfers from one region to the other. So I did my lower education in Aguna Bobikuma, which is not too far from Sueju, Aguna Sueju. I mean, that's where we were born. So that's where we started our education. Then we transferred to Obuase, and then I did my primary and JHS in Obuase, and then we had a transfer to the Bronga Half. So I did my SHS in the Bronga Half region in Brekum Senior High School.
Oh, oh.
And then, yeah, after school, I came back to Accra to stay with my auntie. That's where I get to know a lot of radio guys. I worked with a lot of radio guys because it was my passion. I mean, growing up was football. But after high school, I said I was not going to play football again. So I
Oh.
decided to do radio because I've always been fascinated about the way people do radio. Like, I mean, growing up, I could listen to radio presenters speak. I want to open the radio and find out where they are in the radio,
Mm.
because I was actually fantasizing doing that myself. So I needed to know how it works and all of that. So whilst I was playing football, my first love was always radio because I love to listen to my dad would open BBC VOA at the time, and at 6 o'clock there's BBC News. You will listen to everything. I'll be sitting there, I'll be listening, you know, focus on Africa and all of that. So that was there, even though football was what I enjoyed doing. You know, so after high school I decided to do, stop and then focus on the media. And I came to Accra. Like I said, I met a couple of radio guys, DJ Willie and a few others.
Oh, okay.
Went under training with them, and then I decided to go to school. So I did my journalism school at JE, and then from there I went to do my public relations degree with GIJ. So yeah, basically that's how it all went. I'm just about starting my master's in public relations as well. So yeah,
I think
basically that's what.
I have a bit we have something in common.
Oh, is
I
it?
was I was doing sports as well, and then DJ Alodia.
Okay,
Yeah,
big man, big man.
big man. Yeah, yeah. He showed me do DJ and then do presenting as well. So I was
Oh,
into
great.
sports and then switched to media as well.
You see,
Um,
oh, and you learned from the best as well. I mean, it can only be DJ Lordia. I mean, that's the best right there. So you super man, you're super.
um, did you start from Joy, or you did start from a different radio station before Joy? So a little bit about your journey to your media career.
Okay, so I think that I've got one of the um most interesting stories when it comes to people who have been able to move from one radio station to the other. I always say that my movement from one radio station to the other was a miracle. I never saw it coming. I never, for once, even though I'd always wanted to be on a bigger platform like that of the multimedia group, I never saw it coming the way it did when it happened. And I'll forever be grateful to God Almighty for that opportunity that I got with the multimedia group. And one person I would never ever do without when I speak of my story, in getting to where I am right now is my uncle, Secret Safo, who never knew me
Oh,
from anywhere and
oh,
just saw me do something and said, you know what, I'm going to make sure you get a radio job in Accra no matter what. He put his life on the line for me. And he's one person that I don't joke with when it comes to Secret Safo. Wherever he is, God bless him. And another person, some Bar Flex. I mean,
oh.
I'll tell you the story.
Wow,
The
the
story, the
pioneers
story.
that you're calling their
Yeah,
names, the pioneers
yeah,
in when it comes to showbiz. Yeah.
yeah. The story about me and Sammy, it's a crazy one. I still remember, I can't ever forget that story where he drove me all the way from Cape Coast to Accra when I lost my former boss. So, Michael Krekumante, I mean, an amazing
Oh,
man. Mark will give you all the stress that he wants to give you, but if Mark believes in you, he believes in you. And I thank God for his life, for believing in me and giving me the opportunity to do what I'm doing right now and to get to where I am right now. So the basic is that I was with the radio station in Koforidua. I was on a drive
okay.
time show for like 3.5 years. I was doing the drive
Oh,
time from 3 to 7 p.m. every day. It was an English station like Joy FM. So it was strictly English and we're operating on that level as well. So after 3.5 years, my boss passed on and I decided to move on after that. So I remember Sammy, I was in Cape Coast when I heard of my boss passing, and I remember Sammy driving me all the way from Cape Coast to Accra and saying, like, bro, go and pack your things and come to Accra. Accra will give you an opportunity. And he didn't end there. He took me on Plus FM, gave me a couple of opportunities, and that's how
oh.
Socrates Safu discovered me on Plus FM. Socrates took me
Mhm.
up and said, you know what? You deserve to work on a radio station in Accra. Took me straight to multimedia, introduced me to Michael Krekumante, and the rest they say is history. So that's how
So
I landed on
how long have you been with multimedia? How long?
8 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, I've done
Wow.
I did 2 3 years on radio, and then I moved on to
To TV.
TV. So first November is always my actually first November was my celebration of 8 years with the multimedia group. Yeah.
Wow.
So I mean, it's been radio, it's been TV. I've had opportunity of playing on Joy FM. I've had opportunity of playing on Adum FM. I've had opportunity of playing on Hate FM. I've done Joy Prime TV. I've done
Mhm.
Joy News. I think I'm one of the only few people at multimedia that has been on all the multimedia brands from radio to TV. So I've been on Joy FM. I've been on Hate FM. I've been on Adum FM. I've been on Joy News. I've been on Joy Prime TV. I've
Oh,
run
wow.
all the channels on multimedia in Accra.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah,
So
on
radio.
Joy FM, on Joy FM, I sat in for Doreen Andor a couple of times. On Hit FM, I was on there for 2 years on the morning show, Daybreak Hit. On Adum FM, I sat in for Imao Yeje for multiple times on Work and Happiness. On Joy News, I'm
Oh,
always there with the news. On Joy Prime TV, I've got my own show. I'm on a breakfast show right now. So yeah, I've run through all the channels on multimedia platforms.
wow.
Yeah,
Congratulations. Yeah, you've
thank you,
you've done well for yourself. So of
thank you.
all the three, you've been on radio, you've been on TV, and then you are MC as well. Of all the three, which one do you think you love doing most?
Oh, that would be difficult. That would be extremely difficult. I think nobody has ever asked me this question about
Mm-hmm.
these three, like
Yeah.
radio, TV, MC. I think they all come with the experiences, and so I kind of love them differently. Yes, radio. I love radio because it gives me that level of intimacy with people that I speak with. Because I would want you to actually deal with my voice than dealing with my face in person. So when I'm on
Mhm.
radio, radio has always been my first love. I mean, TV just happened because I felt I could do it as well. So TV just happened, but radio was like my first love. I love the fact that people will listen to me and they wouldn't see who is behind that voice until they get to meet the person and physically. So radio has always been that for me. um Maybe I'll pick radio, but I mean, getting on TV is also another experience altogether. Just as people see you and they're like, oh, you look bigger, way bigger on TV than we see you. And I'm like, yeah, go and blame the cameras, but but I enjoy TV. It will be difficult for me to choose one. MC, yes, I get to interact with people. They get to see the other side of me, which I think a lot of people don't see because I'm a very melancholic person. If you're with me, I'm a very quiet person. I'm a very shy person when you're with me. Very melancholic.
I
I
saw
could.
it. I saw it on Saturday.
Yeah, it's crazy. You can be with me for like 2 hours and I've not said a word, unless you bring something that I'm interested in talking about. It could be politics, it could be entertainment, it could be once you bring it up and it's very intellectual conversation. I'll be part of it. But when it ends there. I don't talk. I people don't know because people say, you can talk for Ghana on TV. Why? How come you're not talkative in person? But that's the other side of me. I'm boring like that. So you need to engage me on that level, intellectually, for me to be able to have a conversation with you. So it sometimes bothers me a bit, but it's okay. So I'm in love with all these three. But if you want to push me to the wall, I think it's going to be the radio.
Radio. Why radio?
So, like I said, I kind of love the experience that comes with radio. I mean, it's an ultimate experience where you get to let people wonder by, listening to your voice, who you are, and until they meet you in person. Where I mean, back in the day when social media wasn't around, you could hardly see anybody on radio except you meet
Yeah.
the person in physical. But now the Facebook live and all that are not making it easy I'm making it easy for people to get to know who
Yeah.
is behind the voice. But back in the day when we started, especially on HFM, when social media wasn't the thing, you could sit there and talk and people will meet you in town, they will even recognize it's you. So you can do your thing and just go your way and have your peace of mind. Now it's difficult, to do that. So but I like the experience that people want to listen to your voice and they say, man, your voice has impact on me. They don't even know you from anywhere, but when they hear your voice, it's gonna put them in a certain space where they feel like they are connected with you in various ways. And I love that. Like, oh, I love his voice. Oh, the guy speaks well. Yeah, I love that experience. So it will be radio. And by the way, it's always been my first love anyways. Yeah.
That's fine. Do you get like a lot of girls throw themselves at you?
I wouldn't say it. that way, I think I would want to believe that people genuinely and naturally want to belong when they feel a certain sort of connection, with whoever they feel they want to belong. And so I would want to look at it from they liking and loving what you're doing and want to
Mhm.
associate with you than they throwing themselves at you. Yes, sometimes it gets to the extreme where you have others, you know, unable to as it were, control that feeling of getting to know you, getting to
You,
be with
yeah.
you, and all of that, and they get to the extreme, But for me, I think every woman out there will not just throw themselves at people because they feel they want to throw themselves at you. We've got guys also throwing themselves at women. I mean, I have thrown myself on other women a couple of times, and it's because I feel like I want to belong. I feel like I want to associate with them. I feel like I want to be their person. So yeah, it might look a certain type of way based on where you're standing on the divide. But for me, I think people just feel like they want to be with you. They just feel like they want to know you because they love what you're doing and they want
Mhm.
to associate with you. So I respect every woman who comes with that in that regard and not downgrade the fact that the person is trying to be pushy touchy or um whatever it is they call it. So yeah.
Some of them can be extreme. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. No doubt about that. I mean, I've got a few stories like that. But like I'm saying, maybe they were not able to control how they feel about how they want to belong with you. So you might not want to necessarily translate that into, being cheap or anything of the sort. But it's just that they're not able to control it, and that's how they feel. And so you let them be.
If I may go a bit personal, is
Sure.
there any misses somewhere?
I okay, so first of all, I'm one of the most difficult people you can live with. Um, and I can be one of the most interesting people you can live with. You know, I'm this. I move with the flow.
Look,
So
okay.
if you're coming into my life as a partner, you would have a lot of work to do. Based on that, some don't want to become partners. And I don't think it's a problem with that. I mean, people just decide whatever they want to decide. So if you're able to actually understand me in a certain way and you'll be able to live with me, why not?
So
You're gonna be my partner
There's no misses anyway.
because they can't deal with me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm very difficult. Like, I can be very,
Mm.
very difficult to handle. So I think it's one of the reasons why people just come and they feel okay, you're on a different planet, so let me let you be. But
Is it because of what you're doing? You know, because you meet a lot of people, and then some women or some ladies might be jealous if they are with you. You know, like they might be a little bit of jealous. Like, so I don't know whether if it comes with what you are doing, the field that you are in.
it comes with it because you need a lot of people to be able to understand, this business to be able to say that, okay, you're the kind of person they want to be with you. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, that's what put food on your table. And don't forget that it comes with its challenges as well, hazards as well. So if you're not getting somebody who's looking at it from that angle, now a few people will come and they'll let you understand that, okay, I'm cool. I think this is where I want to belong. I'm going to adjust or whatever it is. But it doesn't take much for people to just say they want to give up. You understand? So, yes, some will come your way. They will feel like they can make it work. Others will come. They will try. It won't work. And all of that. Everybody is allowed to be in a relationship and out of it if they want to. You know. But I am not that kind of person that will rush into relationship or marriage because every other person is doing it. I wasn't brought up like that. You know what I mean? All
Okay.
my siblings are married. All my siblings are married. I'm the only one who's
Except
not married.
except you.
And it and they don't think it's a problem for them because they
Maybe
feel that I'm
you
not.
are a difficult person, so that's why.
No, but I am. I mean, no two ways about it because I just feel like people should be allowed, as it were, to be able to express themselves and how they want their lives to go. You can only make room for other things, excesses, but it shouldn't take away that which makes you you. And that's what people don't understand, and they think people are just being whatever it is. But really, I don't mind if anybody comes my way and I think there's a person, I'm gonna marry the person. But right now, it's not a priority for
Mhm.
me. But
Yeah,
I
and
I I love to see myself getting to that
getting into
level
that. Yeah, okay,
in a
that's
couple of
fine. I
years.
I pray that the as we keep saying, the right person will come. Anyway,
Uh, if you are even wrong person and you come and we can make it right, why not? Okay.
in your field, yeah, we hear a lot of stories that people like in your field, like media field, people don't get along with people, and then people wants to take people positions, and then they use kind of juju, quote unquote. Do you feel is that way, or you think like it's just people are saying something like that, but it's not actually in your field, in your part of field?
Um, um, Anybody will be lying to you if they tell you that there's nothing like spiritual, in any field, be it wherever you find yourself, radio, TV, office, corporate world, wherever it is. I am a firm believer of God, and so for me, you can only plan against me, but really, my covenant with my God that I serve is way too heavy. Is way too heavy for anything like that. You understand? But
Mhm.
that doesn't mean I should rule out the fact that things like that exist. It is there. It's
Mhm.
either you think it's there or not. Wherever it is you want to believe or you want to be, you just be. There are two things. It's either you're on the other side or you're on God's side. And some of us we chose to be on God's side. And so we see the thing that it exists, but for us, as long as our God lives, those things don't count for us. So yes, if anybody told you that there's no juju in media or anything like that, that's a blunt
That's a
lie.
big
Like,
lie.
I mean, that's an absolutely lie. You understand? It is there, but it is up to you to decide
Yeah.
where you want to be. For me, all I know about in this life is that there's a supreme God I want to put my life on, and that's what I've done. So yes, I've seen it, I've heard about it, I know it's there, but me with God, that means nothing to me.
Wow. Wow. That's very good. You are in a entertainment space as well. How
Yeah.
do you find the entertainment industry in Ghana? Where do you where how do you find it? Are we going up, or we still coming down? How would you explain that field for me, please?
I think that we've tried as much as possible not to be stagnant, even though we have not moved in a pace that we are all hoping that would be able to move. If you look at the records over the period in the past 10 years and you look at what is happening right now, you see that indeed there's been some, added value, if you like. You understand? Unfortunately, we're not just in this space alone. You're in a space where you are battling with other neighboring countries or other people who have done so much in terms of breaking barriers, in terms of making sure that they solidify their space than what you have done. So sometimes it makes you feel like you've not done anything,
Mhm.
but you can't use that to say that okay, the industry has never seen any growth or anything like that. I mean, back in the day there's certain things that we're able to do right now I'm not sure would have been able to do it 10 years, 15 years ago. So there's a lot of work that we have to do. Nigerians actually have copied so much from us, and
Mhm.
they've turned it into gold, and they're enjoying it right now. When it comes to music, you understand, even movies, they still putting a lot of effort. They are not stopping. So if you want to catch up, it means that you have to do the double because
Mhm.
they are not going to stop for you to catch up with them. So you are the one behind. So it's you that has to do the extra work. And that's why it makes it look like we have to always be doing times four of what our neighboring countries are doing, especially Nigeria is doing to be able to catch up. But it doesn't mean that we have been stagnant. We've seen some incredible changes. We've seen some incredible growth. Look at the new talent that we've seen right now. and how fast they're moving with the kind of music they're doing. You understand? Collaborations, um, how the media is supporting musicians that are coming up right now. I mean, none of these musicians can wake up one day and say, I became who I am right now because of me,
Mm-hmm.
and there wasn't any media support or anything like that. That would be a big lie. You understand? Even though some will say it's debatable, depending on where they stand. But for me, I think the media has really, really improved. We've seen so much. We can add more to it. We can add more value to ourselves. And the sky, they say, is always the limit. Just that, unfortunately, those that we seem to be in competition with are moving faster than we are. And that's what we're supposed to be looking. Look at our structures right now. Our structures are terrible. We have the worst terrible, the worst and terrible structures you can
Scratches, yeah,
find.
yeah.
And Sub-Saharan Africa, and that's the problem what we're going through right now.
But
We've
hold
spoken
on
about
there.
it.
We have people. I know few people that have got companies that wants to come in and help with the stretches, but some people are not giving them chance to come and establish their like the stretches for us so that we can move that pace that Nigeria people are moving forward. Yeah. But why is it that some people are blocking that chance for them to come and establish that thing for us?
I think it has to do with, our mentality as Ghanaians. A lot of people think that they are capable of doing it as Ghanaians, and so
Mm-hmm.
they don't see the reason to collaborate. Now, there are other people who have also come to collaborate, and Ghanaians or those who are in charge of whatever space they want to actually collaborate with
Mm-hmm.
feel like they are coming to take everything from them. So they are unable to say, okay, let me sit back and watch this person do this. I mean, an example like copyright, Gamro.
Mm-hmm.
We've
Yeah.
had this conversation from day one. Today you'll be there to say, oh, so and so person has come to say that they want to make the Gamro collection better. They go in negotiations, and then it turn out that they are not even doing it anymore. In a couple of months, you hear that, oh, the people have stopped. Some occasions you hear that Gamro does not want to give those people the chance for them to
Yeah.
do what they have to do. So we've battled with this over the period. And I think that it has to do with the understanding of how these people want to change whatever it is that they want to come and change, and the fact that
Mm-hmm.
uh, our people are not really understanding it, the way they want to understand it. Sometimes too, it's just sheer nonsense,
Mm-hmm.
and stupidity from some of these people who are in the helm of affairs. Because if you can't do your job, you step aside. You let somebody
Right.
who is
Yeah.
capable to do it. But you see, the self-entitlement of it is ours. We have to make sure that a Ghanaian is there. We have to make sure that the Ghanaian is doing it. And the Ghanaian that is not even capable, it has to be allowed the space to actually
Yeah.
do it. It's another problem, that we have over there. So until we begin to understand that, collaborations can be done without everybody feeling that somebody is taking something away
So
from you
yeah.
forever or whatever it is, until we begin to look at things from that angle, we're still going to struggle with this. I mean, how the copyright system is done
So
elsewhere.
yeah. Yeah.
It's done elsewhere in other countries, and it's happening. And this is technology that is used in doing it. How can't we do the same? How are we looking at this like it's some rocket science? If you don't,
I don't understand it. It's like is it because of money issues that they think maybe the money that they are getting, like let me say Gamro people, they think maybe if foreigners, or let's say outside come in and then do some of the things for them, they think maybe the money that they are getting, they might not get the money, so it's making them not want to collaborate with them.
no, it's a part of it. I mean, because if they are not making money there like the way they say it, I'm not sure any of them will be, in that office. Because really, why would you be in an office where every day somebody's insulting you? Your life is at risk. They are threatening you and all of that, and you still say you want to be there if you're not making any gains.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what? Are you the one that is going to die for the music industry or what? So let's not even kid ourselves.
Themselves,
Yes,
yeah.
it is a part of it. The part of it is the fact that they are making some benefit from there, and
They
as
will
much
come
as it's
after
not
you,
too
you know
much.
that. When you
Oh,
go
come
back,
on.
they will come after
But we
you.
know, we know they make money from there. I mean, an artist a whole year, an artist is receiving how much? Like 30,000 Ghana cedis for a whole
Yeah,
year. And this is an A-list artist. What are you telling me? You get it. So we know
yeah.
we have a problem, but they should begin to understand that, you know what, we need external hands to make this happen. That mentality of it is ours. We need to make sure we are the ones who, and they are always fighting and always. It's just affecting these musicians, these young ones who are building their lives and they are not able to survive. In 10, 15, 20 years. That's the problem. That's where the problem is.
That's
So they should just leave the office if they can't manage it and let other people who can, competently do the job come and do it.
anyway. Let me come to Ghana Music Awards UK. How was your experience on that Saturday night?
Um, I think it was an incredible night. This is not the first time coming for the Ghana Music Awards UK. I think over the period, Lord and the team have been able to really prove that this is for us, and we can make it as stronger and as beautiful as we did, last weekend. Last weekend, um, personally, I
Mhm.
felt that this year was on a different level, based on the fact that certain individuals, who came through and were honored, needed that honoring, and I think that they all showed up and made it look like this is how we wanted it done. This is what we've been looking for. I mean, right from the onset,
Yeah.
from the beginning of the show throughout the period, it was a jam. It was a party after party after party, and those who deserved the awards were rewarded. I mean, everybody, you could see the auditorium that people were just so excited, to see all these guys come through and support. And for me, I think it was over the sixth period that we've done this. I think last weekend was one of the most incredible moments that we've seen in the life of the Ghana Music Awards UK. We're hoping that the seventh will be another step higher than what we saw over the weekend. It was a beautiful night, and I enjoyed every bit of it.
I saw you with if I'm the name Ajuasai, isn't it?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
My sister. Yeah.
yeah. How was the experience like sharing the stage with her on that night? How was the experience like?
I mean, we had a good time. I think it was more like connecting, reconnecting the family thing. She used to be family, and she's still family. So seeing her coming through, we having a good time, enjoying the night, reminiscing some of the moments way back at home. Telling some of the stories. We gossiping, about a few things. I like to gossip. You know, we're gossiping, and I think we had a good time. We had a good time last night. I enjoyed every bit of it in their company. I had about three ladies, yeah, all around me. Yeah, I love ladies. So yeah,
So I hope
but I had a
you
good
did
time.
you did enjoy yourself anyway. That
Oh
was good.
yeah,
And,
sure,
and what
sure.
about the after party as well?
Oh, hmm. Wait. I enjoyed it. I think we should be doing this almost twice every year. So I can have a double enjoyment, kind of life, because really, um sometimes when you leave home and you're back into another space, and you've got a bit of relaxation and all of that, every single moment that comes, you appreciate it, because you know that a lot of workload has contributed to whatever it is that you're doing in terms of the relaxation. So I loved it. I mean, we should be doing more after parties, uh the fufu, and the
Big
meat
up
and
to Julianese.
everything.
Yeah.
Julie Ness put that together, man. I
Yeah.
enjoyed the fufu, I enjoyed the kebab, and all of the beer. Yeah, I had a
Eh,
good time. I had a good time.
that's very good. So in
Yeah.
on Joy Prime and Joy FM, yeah. Like how do you find that space that you are in? How do you find it?
I think it's one of the biggest things you can associate yourself with. I mean, the multimedia group over the period, for the past 25 years has established itself very well as a
Yeah.
media house that, can compete with any global, outfit in their own way. When you look at the way our managers are always bent on the ethics and, what you're supposed to be doing as a journalist or as a presenter, if you want. I think that it helps shape every single moment of your life there, and it makes you want to be able to understand things from different perspectives, so you are able to discharge your duties, very well. So for me, it's an opportunity for me to serve. It's an incredible space for me to be able to showcase my talent to the world, and I don't take it for granted at all. Just that it comes with a lot of pressure as well.
Yeah.
If you see our day-to-day activities, and almost every single time the fact that you're on the run because you need to catch up with the news, you need to make sure that you're getting the stories done and all of that. I mean, I'm here and I'm supposed to be relaxed, and my channel
But
manager
you're
is
still
calling me and he's
working.
telling me interviews that have been lined up for me to come and do and all of that. So I'm asking, am I actually really, supposed to be enjoying? I mean,
Yeah.
so yeah, I mean, every single moment, they want you to understand that the space where you are, it's not one of the spaces that you want to take for granted or you can joke with. So you're always on top of your mind that this is where the real deal happens, and so you need to make sure that you're always looking out for the best of it. So yeah, I love it. It's challenging. It's not easy. These are two big brands that you can associate with, and
Yeah.
I'm glad that I'm doing this for them. So yeah.
Apart from that, apart from the three things that you do, radio, TV, MC, is there any other thing that you want to do in life apart from those three things?
Um. Hmm.
Hmm.
Maybe a pastor. Um.
Hey, wow.
Yeah. I want to be able to understand God. I want to be able to experience what it feels like for God to talk to you as a servant. I want to be able to see things beyond what the ordinary person sees. I want to be able to use that gift and calling from God to impact lives, and let people understand what it means like to be in a certain situation, and to also know that there's a bigger person, a supreme God, who can help you overcome those situations that you're going through. So you never can tell. I might be that, but I don't want to be a false pastor or a false prophet or whatever
Yeah.
it is. I want it to be as genuine and as practical as possible. So I'm not in a rush. But
Mhm.
hopefully, you never could tell. Yeah, it may just happen.
I can't believe it when you say pastor.
Yeah, I mean,
I was thinking maybe you might say, "Oh, a businessman, but a
you should be
pastor."
happy. You should be happy. I didn't say a club stripper.
Anyway,
Because I've sometimes I get to the club, back in the day I get to the club and I see the lap dance people and all of that, and I'm like, okay, how does it feel to be one of these? I've always wanted to experiment it. So we should be happy that that aspect of it is gone.
anyway, I don't want to waste your time. I think you have a lot of things that you need to do. So, is there any message that you can give to your fans? Any shout out, anything at all? The floor is yours. You can just do your own thing.
I mean, first of all, I want to say a big thank you to you for finding me worthy enough to be on this platform. I hardly grant interviews. I don't
Interviews.
like it. I don't like it. I love to interview people. I love to talk. I love to get into the minds of people and not they getting into my mind. I've got a very small mind, so I protect it.
I hope I didn't I
But
didn't go into it too much.
Oh no, you did. Some of the things I said here, I've never said anywhere. I don't go for interviews. I decline a lot of interviews. So some of the things I'm saying right now, I don't know how many people who know about it. That I
Thank
want to
you
be a
so much
pastor
anyway.
and all that. Nah, I hardly talk about anything about me. But I love to get into the heads of people. So yeah, that's what I love to do. But I mean, thanks for the platform. I appreciate it. And
Welcome.
I want to say a big thank you to every single person that has been supportive of this career. Once again, like I always say, I am no different from anybody out there. For me, I think that it's just a privilege. I think that it's just an opportunity to serve. I don't see myself as different from anyone. If nothing at all, these are the people who make me who I am, and I don't take it for granted. I'm sorry if I'm one way or the other have wronged anyone in any way or whatever it is. It's never my intention because for me, without you guys who follow what you do and love what we do, we won't be who we are. We can't even buy food for ourselves because imagine me in this space and nobody liking me, which radio station or TV station is going to employ me for me to be able to feed myself? So some of us who have been very poor, if people like all of you out there, the fans, those who love what we do, if it's not for you guys, I'm sure some of us will not be able to feed ourselves and our families, and that's the truth. So we're not even superhumans or whatever it is. We're, if anything at all, we should be giving the respect and the thanks to you guys, because without you guys, we don't have the career, we don't have a job. And so for me, for every single person who likes me, for every single person who appreciate what I do, I'm your servant and I will continue to be your servant. And I'm excited that you are in my space. I bless God for your lives and I'm grateful that you're always there for me and what I do. And to those of you out there who want to be in this space, you want to be who you want to be, you want to see, it's never a day's job. Whatever it is that you're doing, keep your focus. It might take you 10 years, 5 years. It's not always as easy as people make it look like it is. You need to actually do what you have to do to get to where you have to get to. And there's no shortcuts. Trust me on that one. You're going to make it. You're going to make it. If you go through the shortcut, it might not be good for you because not everybody will be able to succeed with the shortcuts. It might succeed for Kwame, but you are Kofi. It might not succeed for you. So please, it doesn't work for everybody. Just follow the process, deal with the process, overcome the situation, the difficulties, the challenges. They make you stronger at the end of the day. And trust me, whatever it is, always remember there's a bigger God somewhere who oversees in the affairs of men. And with him, everything is possible. Love you guys. And thanks a lot once again for this opportunity. And appreciate you.
Thank you so much. So if anyone wants to follow you, your social media handles, or you don't give any your
God,
social media handles at all.
I'm fine. The only problem is I don't know where they are following me to. Me, I don't even know where I'm going. So they're following me right now. I don't know where we are all going. But I mean, it's KMG on there. I ask myself almost every time when I'm asked to, oh, you're follower. I'm like, I don't know where I'm going. Why are you also following me? I mean, by the way, it's KMG on air on Instagram and on Twitter. Just tweet at me, tell me KMG, how are you doing? And let me also check on you as well. And Facebook is my full name, which is Beckle Maxwell Justice. That's the KMJ, by the way. So you can just type or KMJ the African Bay, KMJ the Royal Host. You can find me over there as well. So yeah, just hit me up. If you want to invite me for lunch, I'll show up. Just be nice to me. I'll be nice to you. And I'm a shy person, so if you invite me out and I'm not talking, please don't worry. Just deal with me like that, and we'll be good.
Thank you so much for coming to Hit Afrique UK. And then I hope you enjoyed your night tonight as well. Thank you so much.
Sure,
I really
sure.
appreciate it. Thank
My
you.
pleasure.
And bye
Any
for
day.
now.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Bye.
Sanya chere kuku nyoni sie Sanya bonge fo nyu kente Rani
Thank you so much, KMJ, for coming through. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Don't forget, tomorrow I have another interview coming up.
Why you are cruel?
Thank you, everyone that tuned in on Facebook. Thank you so much.
We are making rado, making it best. Big usu, this a papa kwane fatao. Winty bra.
What a nice interview from KMJ.
Ramin you a baby all day bra. Ramin you a doing. I am too nice you
Don't forget, tomorrow I have the Adangme Festival. I have the organizers. They are coming to talk about the program.